Uncle Roger's back to reviewing egg fried rice, so let's see what he thinks about this. Now, let's get started.
I mean, when you see someone take rice out of unmarked plastic bag like that, you know this video gonna be good. How you make rice look like drug? Yo.
I have to admit, this does look like it's going to be more authentic. I mean, just look at the amount of rice that they're using, and they're doing this on the street, so this may turn out to be good.
Today, Uncle Roger gonna review these street food people make the biggest egg fried rice ever. And they do one thing that really pissed off Uncle Roger. That right, that how much rice Uncle Roger eat in one day.
One thing that pisses off Uncle Roger, chili jam? Maybe they stick mango chutney in it. I don't know. Uncle Roger fixed his backdrop. Look at all the stuff that he has behind him. He got a few milk crates as well. He dressed it up a little bit. Nice. I see that he got his sign back too from England. Very nice.
Now they washing rice, correct? Is this gonna be one of those videos where nobody talking and they just show every step at the slowest pace ever? Hiya, don't worry, Uncle Roger narrate this video for you. Make it less boring.
And don't worry, I'll correct Uncle Roger if he messes up with something that doesn't explain it. Why has Uncle Roger recently been picking videos where nobody speaks? It's because it's easier for him, isn't it? It's because it's easier to narrate. I mean, even if I do it without Uncle Roger, I can narrate anything anytime I want. When you review somebody where they're speaking constantly, you have to wait until they finish a sentence. Otherwise, it just sounds off.
Last thing you want to do is fill your lady up on Valentine's, all right? All right, so at least with the dinner that you're going to be cooking, you're going to want to keep it light. Trust me on this.
Yeah, baby, yeah! This guy cleaning his rice so lovingly. Asian people, we treat our rice better than we treat our children. Growing up, my mom and dad never harassed Uncle Roger like this before.
Uncle Roger, I beg to differ. It's not just Asians, yeah? I know the feeling growing up. Trust me. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I guess in Thailand, even shrimp do ice bath.
No, but this is a really good thing. Normally, when you go to different places, you don't see that they take such good care of their produce and of the products. But here, with the shrimp and the ice bath, this is a good thing. And what I mean by that is I've been traveling quite a bit for these past like 8 years, and I have seen some of the weirdest things I thought I would never see. One of the times, I have seen a shark literally in a butcher shop out in the open in the middle of the desert with about 1 million flies all over it. Okay? More than 5 hours from the ocean. Yeah.
No need to show so many close up, please. Get on with the fried rice, get on with it. Fuyo, niece and nephew, did you see that? That classic rice measuring technique. You put finger into rice. When the finger touch the rice, water should come up to first joint finger. That's how you know a perfect amount of water, by fingering your rice a little bit.
All jokes aside, Uncle Roger's actually right about this. Now, I have worked with a lot of Filipinos, and they actually taught me this, and it actually does work. You have to take it up to about the first knuckle, and you need to make sure that the rice is flat, because if the rice in your bowl is a little lopsided, it makes no sense. So you need to make sure, you need to shake it, make sure that the level of the rice in the bowl is flat, and then you put your finger just to the point where it barely touches the rice. And that is the level that you need to measure by. You don't stick your finger all the way down to the bottom of the pan, because right now, as you can see, it'd be your whole arm. Ooh.
That is one giant rice cooker. Fuyo. Uncle Roger never see rice cooker this big. Where you get that from? Lucky Flame. Did you notice Uncle Roger bring my big rice cooker neon sign back? Fuyo. This sign Uncle Roger used back when I lived in London. I have to smuggle this sign onto plane, bring it into California. Almost got deported. Let Uncle Roger know if I should make another one of this sign, put in my London restaurant. Kawan by Uncle Roger, opening on May 9. Don't forget to wear orange. Uncle Roger, see you there.
Oh, that's a shame that it was delayed. But in any case, May 2nd was my birthday anyway, so it was a little hard for logistics. But Roger, I honestly think you should get that sign in your restaurant, definitely. Yeah, don't wait. Don't hesitate. Get another one.
Now he's preparing the shrimp. Get rid of the head. He de-weighting the shrimp, get rid of the little black poop line. Okay, you see the little black line there? They removed that black line. That black line is like my ex-wife, Auntie Helen. Full of shit.
Now, I've explained this a lot of ways where you can actually remove this little like caca line, and it's a very good thing. You want to do it on the smaller shrimp, the little teeny ones, but when you get these bigger shrimp, when you get the tiger shrimp, when you get prawns, you want to remove it because it's just crap. It's literally what it is. You can do what they're doing. You can either butterfly it by cutting open the back end and then removing it, or by taking a toothpick, a needle, whatever you can find, and taking it out.
The motion so smooth. This video actually too relaxing. Putting Uncle Roger to sleep.
Oh no, don't yawn.
Uncle Roger gonna rest my eye a little bit.
1 hour later.
Oh no, Uncle Roger, don't yawn, yeah? Yawning is contagious, it really is. I do agree that this is one of those slow videos and that I'm even starting to like fall asleep here, but please don't start the yawning. It's one of those things that I can't stop.
They're still cutting shrimp. I think by the time they finish peeling, my cookbook gonna be out. Link in description to buy.
Maybe I'll get it. I wonder what he has in there for recipes. Curious to find out.
Skip, skip, skip. Okay, finally we move on to egg. Just taking too long. Don't tell me you're gonna show them cracking every egg.
The way that they're actually cracking the eggs is the way that my French chef taught me in Lyon, in France. You take 2 eggs, crack one against each other, and one will always break. Before I moved to France, I never cracked eggs like that. The other thing though, they're cracking directly into the gastro and it looks like they have a whole case of eggs, like a whole box. The best thing to do is to get a sieve, stick that on the gastro, and then crack into that. Otherwise, you can imagine getting a couple little eggshells in this whole gastro and then trying to fish it out. It's a nightmare.
No, we get it. Just move on. Everybody say TikTok, Instagram Reel, YouTube Short, killing our attention span.
True.
But before all that social media stuff, everybody attention span too long, and this the type of video you have to watch. Hiya.
This is true. Our attention spans have actually gotten shorter. You know, I can see it with my analytics. There's also a balance that you need because this video, I'm sure, was a half-hour video and it didn't need to be a half-hour video, if you know what I mean. It's like, you could make this in maybe half the time, 15 minutes.
How many egg you need for fried rice? This like the whole egg supply in Thailand?
Lots.
Editor, please. This is not live streaming, you can edit, please.
Now for everybody that's worked in a kitchen, I'm sure that you know that you've run into this same issue, but sometimes when you crack enough eggs, you actually start to get like a double yolk, you'll start to get a bloody yolk, you'll start to get all these eggs. So this again is a good reason to use a colander or use a sieve or something just to separate it.
Okay, spring onion.
Ooh.
Correct.
You know what I'm noticing right now with this video? I don't know where they are, by the way. If anyone knows, let me know. But the quality of the ingredients right now and the produce that they have is excellent. I mean, look how fresh these green onions are. They look like they were literally just picked. Like beautiful. And the shrimp looks super fresh as well. And keep in mind, this is street food quality.
Let me guess, they're gonna show spring onion chopping for another 10 minutes. Okay, at least we get 3 feet to see.
Oh, Roger, you're never happy. Come on, be happy. Life's too short.
They folding banana leaf. I think that used for plating, for decoration, because nobody eat that.
You know, I think this is one of those times that you should never say never, because I'm sure there has been somebody that has tried to do so.
I think white people, tourists, they don't know you're not supposed to eat banana leaf. They're gonna just eat it and swallow that staple. Okay, circumcising your cucumber, nice. Nobody want cucumber foreskin.
We do tend to peel a lot of vegetables and fruit, don't we? The thing is with cucumbers is you can eat the skin. It's just very fibrous. But what you are supposed to do with the cucumbers is you're supposed to de-seed them, you know, because the seeds can turn quickly, especially after you start cutting it or you add it to a salad and you start adding salt and everything. It'll just disintegrate. They're all water, basically.
Okay. Now they're gonna chop it into thin slice. Nice shape also. Uncle Roger like that shape. But remember, this is just decoration. Nobody gonna eat it. Cucumber is the worst vegetable. Because cucumber, do you know, in 96% water. Yeah, 96%. Meaning, anytime you drink water, you almost eating cucumber. Tell that to your parent next time they force you to eat green. Just have a drink and tell them, this is almost vegetable. Fuck off.
Seriously, that much water? Well, you know that I think us humans, we're about 60% water as well. So it's quite a bit when you think about it.
So much effort for something nobody gonna touch. Hiya. Okay, fold very nice. See? Beautiful presentation.
Right now they're doing garde-manger. So basically what this is decorating all the cold food to make it look very pretty. Normally in the traditional kitchens, you have one department, which is just garde-manger, which this is a very important department. This is the cold kitchen. You deal with all the pâté, you deal with the pâté en croûte, the salads, you deal with the decorations as well. And you have to have some knife skills. This is where, if you want to learn how to like cut and manipulate and make basically food origami, this is the part of the kitchen that you get to do so.
I'm correct, I guess. Uncle Roger don't even remember what we're trying to make at this point. And see how they slice it off center, that classic Thai way to slice lime.
Is it really? Because in the Western kitchens, golly, you always have to cut it either directly across or you take out the segments.
Ah, it'd be like garnish, served to customer. What? Who this random fat boy? Don't just scare Uncle Roger like that. And why he kind of look like Jamie Oliver? Speaking of Jamie Olive Oil, if you follow Uncle Roger, you know that recently he posted about Uncle Roger restaurant in his story. Nice. I think Uncle Roger been making video about Jamie for 6 years now. I'm too annoying for him to ignore. Jamie, come, let's film together. We're gonna break the internet.
Jamie Oliver actually responded to Uncle Roger. When did this happen? I mean, I follow Uncle Roger, but the way that the algorithm has been a little lately, I haven't been getting updates, yeah, with YouTube. You know what, Jamie, Uncle Roger, look, if you guys are actually going to be doing a little review, a little cook-off, you have to invite, not just myself, but you need to invite Chef Brian Tao as well, because the two of us, we can be the judges, yeah? We can sit there, we can taste the egg fried rice, and maybe even get Vincenzo involved. That would be fun.
Woo! Yeah! Oil go in wok. Good. Okay, I think they're gonna deep fry something. There's so much oil. Cornstarch, yeah, definitely gonna deep fry. Ah, they're gonna deep fry the shrimp?
Yeah, sure.
Interesting. Usually for fried rice, we saute the shrimp in wok. But I guess if you deep fry it and put it into rice, it make it crispier, give the fried rice nice texture. Nice? Okay, good idea. But don't worry, I'm sure they're gonna show you every single step.
Yeah, now this step I fully agree with. I actually had fried chicken just last night. If you fry the shrimp hot and fast and you serve it like as soon as you fry it, it stays nice and crispy. The problem is when it's a little old and it's been sitting there, then it's not as crispy, then it doesn't, it's not as nice. But I like this idea, this is very good. Very good, nice. Right, now one little thing here. You see how they're just taking the shrimp from the bowl and you're seeing all this water and everything? You can do this, but it's a little better if you take the shrimp, you pour it out into a colander and you allow it to drain because you don't want the excess water in your little mix.
Okay, more batter. Good. This video really take their time, really show every little step they do. Hiya. You might as well show us in beginning how the farmer planting the rice. Why don't you start there? Why don't you show the farmer being born?
Now, while I think it's a good thing that they are doing step by step, I agree with this that it's a little too much, yeah? There are limits. You don't need to show like 5 minutes of cracking eggs, for example.
Look at that. Uncle Roger can smell it from here. Oh. Don't worry, buy my cookbook. Uncle Roger got a lot of deep fried stuff also. It got my favorite fried chicken recipe, Malaysian fried chicken.
You know what? Maybe we will get that cookbook then and we'll try Uncle Roger's recipe. And by the way, Uncle Roger's recipe, didn't he just review recently that recipe? I wonder if it's the same recipe.
Look good, look good. Nice and golden. Fuyo. This is the best kind of ASMR. Fuck all the ego whispering in microphone. Let's show Uncle Roger shrimp being deep fried.
Do all of you agree with Uncle Roger? Me personally, I prefer the food. I really do. It's tasty. You can eat it.
Look good.
Nice.
What? He's scooping rice with plate. Walao, that's the biggest bowl Uncle Roger ever see. Who you feeding this to? Elephant, is it?
Now, I can tell that Uncle Roger hasn't been to an all-you-eat buffet because if he had, he wouldn't be saying that. Yeah. Now, guys, you know this is authentic when you have to improvise and use a plate to be able to scoop something out of a pot. For anyone that's been working long enough in the kitchen, the majority of the time, kitchens don't have enough equipment for everyone to work in the kitchen. So sometimes you have to improvise.
That's another thing Uncle Roger like about Asia. Motorcycle is family vehicle. Uncle Roger come to America, every family here, they got big ass SUV, big ass truck. But in Asia, one motorbike, 5 generations of people.
Like I said, I've done a lot of traveling and you know, it's not just an Asian thing, it's also a European thing. I remember seeing in a couple of my visits, well, something similar to just this. 3 people on a moped with no helmets on.
Ah! Did that random fat boy statue come to life?
Ooh, that's
Okay,
hot.
oil go in. That's actually less oil than I expect for so much egg. What is that? What? Okay, wait, Uncle Roger speak too soon. Uncle Roger didn't know you're gonna have oil and then you're gonna dump a whole busload of butter in there. Hiya. I mean, it's gonna taste amazing.
See, the oil was coming up to a smoking point. It was like really, really hot. And while he may have added the butter to add flavor to it, this also cools down the oil because it's a colder product, so it drops the temperature.
But it's gonna be the last meal you eat. Egg go in, mixed with the butter. It's really gonna taste amazing. The whole buttery egg.
Oh, that's what cholesterol checks are for, aren't they? I mean, at the end of the day, though, if you compare this egg fried rice to something that is like heavily processed at the grocery store, I mean, yeah, this may be a little fattening and it's fried, but in the end, it's not super processed, so.
But Uncle Roger can feel my cholesterol just rising.
Ooh, wow.
The big ass bowl of rice. Fuyo. This is impressive. How you gonna toss? It's so heavy. Usually Uncle Roger gonna say, don't overcrowd your wok like that. But because he got so big fire under this wok, this okay.
Well, that and he is a big boy, so he can toss it, but this is definitely not Chef Wong Gong style of making egg fried rice. I mean, he normally uses a massive wok, but he adds a third, if that, of the amount into the wok to make it.
Let's see how he controls the heat. Okay, he can still toss nice, but wait. Toss properly. You wasting all the rice? Every toss, the rice flying out. What the hell you doing? Hiya. Is that why they call it street food? Because most of the food end up on street.
That's clever, isn't that? The problem is that his wok is enormous. The problem is that that wok is extremely heavy, so it's a little hard to actually toss it. Things are going to fly out anyway. I mean, seriously, with that much product, it's too difficult.
If fried shrimp go in. And spring onion. Good, good, good. I think that salt, pepper, and MSG. Nice.
Yeah, that makes Uncle Roger happy, doesn't he? You just need a little bit of MSG and then it's perfect. I don't think they're going to be adding any soy to this, are they?
Okay, put more oil in there.
Put more oil in there. I wonder what type of oil that was. I wonder if it was the normal cooking oil that he's using or if it was sesame. Because if you look very closely, there is a little bottle of what may be oil off to the right there. It's a little hard to see.
Toss properly, toss properly. Okay, this tossing a little bit better. Good. Uncle Roger loved this whole street food setup. Look at that. He got as many wok as he got chin. Color look good, rice look nice and loose. Uncle Roger will eat that. Shrimp fried rice. Okay, second round he go again. Good, good.
It looks like they're making this more buffet style, so they're doing quantity. They're making a lot ahead of time, which is very common for buffets for like restaurants and everything. Street food, on the other hand, I haven't seen a lot of street food vendors making egg fried rice because it's not common where I am. So this is interesting to see. It really is.
Good. Because you're showing us 20 minutes of your ingredient preparation foreplay. Don't just finish in 2 minutes. Let's go second round. Let's go. Shrimp, spring onion. Okay. Toss pop now. No, no, no. What? No, no, stop. Laugh for what? What you trying to show off? You're wasting all the shrimp. Shrimp's so expensive and you're just wasting it. You see that guy behind there? He hungry. Feed shrimp to him. Don't feed shrimp to Flaw.
The thing is, though, that wok probably weighs as much as the guy watching him behind the glass. Let him have fun, Uncle Roger. He's tossing the egg fried rice. He's enjoying himself, just like a kid.
This one make Uncle Roger so upset, I have to put my leg down from chair. Cooking technique amazing, but it's just wasting too much food. Oh, and when you carry wok like that with towel, make sure the towel is dry. Uncle Roger learned the hard way. Wet towel, the water gonna heat up immediately and burn your hand.
Uncle Roger stole my little tip. I've been saying this for years. You have to be very careful when you take a kitchen rag, a chef cloth, because the water, if it's wet, will transfer the heat instantaneously. So that means do not use your only kitchen towel to dry your hands off and then use the same towel to take something out of the oven. All right?
Yeah, after using 50 sticks of butter, let's sprinkle some vegetable in there. Make it healthy. That's cilantro. Good garnish. That tomato and the world's tiniest knife. What the hell you trying to do with that microscopic knife? Fui yo! Uncle Roger didn't know you could do that. Make tomato look like rabbit. That's the only way to make vegetable taste good. To make it look like meat.
The knife that they're using used to be a Perry knife. You can see how much it's worn down. They've used it a lot.
Okay, this impressive. This one. You see, Fat Boy Chef? They cutting tomato properly. No wasting. They don't just cut it and then toss on floor like you.
Very cute.
Very cute, very cute. Uncle Roger like this.
All of you would be amazed at how intricate and how detailed someone in Garde-Manger that's actually been in Garde-Manger for a while can be with the food, the fruits, and the produce. Like, we can do amazing things. And if you think it's not that profitable, when I was in Hotel Arts,
that chili in fish sauce, classic Thai condiment, that lime in cucumber, and that rabbit in grass.
Are these also very common condiments?
See, plating so nice, but guess what? Everybody gonna just eat the fried rice. Who care about all this shit on site? Aiya. Waste time trying to make it look pretty. But this fried rice look really good for you. Uncle Roger wish I could taste it cooked perfectly. See, every grain separate. The shrimp look crispy. And the fried rice got little char bit from the wok, hey? Nice, if only you didn't spill so much.
Golly, you can't make Uncle Roger happy, can you? Uncle Roger, you're so hard to please, honestly. Just making the egg fried rice like this at the amounts that he was making it is good enough. I mean, if he was making a very small, like 1 or 2 portion amount of egg fried rice, I'm sure it would have been 10 times better. But still, it's like anything, even with risotto. It's not the same making a risotto for 1 than it is making a risotto for 20 at once. It's just not the same.
This look good, but this must be the world's slowest plating ever. Hiya. Faster, your customer gonna starve, they're gonna die of hunger. Just plating spoon by spoon. Stop fondling the rabbit, hiya.
Are we gonna see somebody taste this at the end of it? Or are they just gonna show us close-ups of this?
Eat it, eat it. Come, show some taste tests. You better show taste test, okay? Otherwise, Uncle Roger gonna get mad. Why you show cucumber? Show taste test. Come on, taste test. Stop scooping, start eating. What happening? What going on here?
That was it. That was the entire video. They just cut it off. Oh my goodness, what a way to end it.
What? That's the whole video? What the hell? No, so nobody eat any of this after 27 minutes of the slowest cooking. This video giving Uncle Roger blue ball. But okay, from Uncle Roger's perspective, the fried rice look very good. And deep frying the shrimp first is nice touch. The only bad part is he just losing too much food during tossing. Hiya.
Overall, I would agree with Uncle Roger, but I still think he's being a little too hard because I guarantee you that Uncle Roger has never made the amount of egg fried rice or that amount at the same time before. And it's not that easy. So the big boy, he did pretty good. Be sure to subscribe and like the video guys down below, and I'll see you again very soon. Until then, take care.